Hey guys, so before we get onto the video, I just wanted to quickly say that this video was made in partnership with Sunkissed Media. They took the most incredible photos of me at the show, and it was really important to me that I got nice photos because it was Tulip's first show and I wanted to remember it. And I was so lucky that Michaela, the photographer, took the most beautiful photos. I have so many to choose from. I'm very lucky. So go check her out. She has a website that I'll link down below, as well as Instagram and Facebook and just everything. She's, like I said, a really incredible young woman who's starting up her own photography business, which is really hard to do, and she's done an incredible job. So go check her out and support her. She's awesome. Alrighty, let's get into the raws. So this was a combined training at Westar Farms. It was really great for our first show, really welcoming environment, and it was just a really well-run schooling show. So we started in dressage, and she was kind of just distracted, which I totally understood. It was her very first show. So I think the whole time I was just trying to keep her calm by loosening my reins, but then that was just a huge mistake because almost all of the comments by the judge were just like, why were your reins so loose? And I'm just watching it and being like, oh my gosh, Cassie, tighten your reins. Anyways, coming in the center line, she was pretty good. She did spook at C a little bit. I don't know why. She's like never spooky, but whatever. So now we're doing a 20-meter circle at B, and this was pretty good. Like, again, I don't know why my reins are so long. I just don't understand why I did that. Anyways, the circle was a little bit lopsided. That's okay. And then in between F and A here, we do a canter transition, which was, not our best, but also not our worst. It's okay. This circle was not very nice. My circles today were just all over the place. Another thing the judge said was that all of my transitions and just everything I did tended to be really abrupt. So that's another comment she had. It's just like, take your time. You can see that a lot through my downwards transitions. I'm just like really abrupt with them, which makes the transitions really sloppy. Like here, it's just a really sloppy downwards transition just because I was not taking my time. So that's a big thing I learned. It's just like, I've got all the time in the world. Just take a deep breath and go slow. This free walk is just it wasn't bad. I think I got like a 7 on this free walk, so it wasn't terrible, but yeah, she's swinging pretty well with her hind end. I would have liked for her to grab the bit a bit more and just kind of reach down as opposed to me kind of asking her to drop her head, but it's all good. And then at A, we're going back into the trot. That transition was a little bit smoother, but again, like if I just sit deep and breathe, I think it would come from her haunches a bit more. This circle, same idea. Cassie, tighten your reins. What are you doing? Anyways, it's all good. It's so cringy to watch yourself ride a dressage test, guys. You don't understand. Okay, anyways, still going. And then we transitioned in between, well, it's supposed to be in between M and C, but I was right at M because your girl cannot take a breath in a dressage ring, apparently. So yeah, this was not a very accurate circle. I just kind of didn't get into my corners. That was a big comment from the judge. Didn't really make it very pretty. Again, super abrupt transition. Like, I don't know why I do that to my poor horse. And then we went down the center line. She was pretty straight, still a little bit in and out of the contact, but that's my fault. Her halt was mostly square, and I may or may not have cried coming out of this because I was so proud of my horse for her first ever dressage test. Okay, so this was kind of like our schooling round for show jumping, so it was 0.75, and we were in the 0.85 division. The thing that really went wrong in this test was I was just really worried she was going to refuse the fillers because she had never seen fillers before, and I was just really worried, but I don't know why I was worried because she's like the bravest horse ever. But I was just woeing her a bit too much, and then she kept on swapping leads in her hind end, which just caused her to be off balance like the whole course. I don't know why she kept on doing it. I think it was just impulsion. Here I bring her back to the trot to get the lead because I was so annoyed that she kept on swapping it. But really it was my fault because I was just woeing her too hard. This jump is a little bit better, pretty long, but she was really honest for going over it. And then again, she just swaps her hind end. Goodness knows why. I bring her back. She gets the lead. It's okay. This jump's pretty good. And then we take that in 5 or 4.5. It was a 4. I don't know. I don't know why I was riding so backwards. But that's okay. And then here I'm a bit more forward. She listens nicely, stays off the jump, and we get a great stride. And then coming here, I don't know why I decided to put that extra stride in. I just don't know why I ride the way I do sometimes. That jump was pretty good. And we got a great stride to the last jump, which I was happy about. Great way to end the course. She went clear, but this was just a schooling round, so there were no placings. I also forgot to mention I was in 6th after dressage in a pretty large division, so I was pretty happy. Alright, so my dad missed the first jump on video, but it went well. It was a nice first jump. She missed her hind end, but this round I was just like, I'm just pushing her through it. She can figure out her leads. Like, this is something she's able to do. And it worked because she got her leads well that time. I was riding with so much more impulsion and she felt great. Like, this was so much better. Got a little bit long to that jump again, but she just felt so much better. So Tulip's had a bit of a weird habit lately of when I put her in a bit deep once in a while, like it's really random, she'll just hang her legs. And that's what she did with that jump. She just kind of like didn't lift up her legs, but the orange jump right after it came off a nice stride. Here, again, I'm really trying to keep the impulsion. And she jumps really nicely to that one, really stays off it. And we get an okay stride to the blue oxer. Coming around this corner, again, like I put her in just a little, well, no, I put her in really deep. I really messed up. And she just kind of hung her leg, but she didn't knock it. Goodness knows how. And then we get a great stride to the red jump. And that was it. We finished in 4th, so we came up from 6th to 4th. I was really, really proud of this horse. She was awesome.